Hi, this is Angel Jones. I love great conversations where life's journey is communicated not only through words, but tones and emotions. Explosive expressions that allow you to feel what they felt and learned. A fool learns only from his own mistake, while the wise learn from their own and from those others have made. Thanks for being here with us. Good afternoon, Jim Akers. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful afternoon?
Fantastic. Just so great to be with you and be part of this.
It's a great pleasure. I read your bio, and it brought up a memory. I have worked at this manufacturing company as a lab tester for many years, and one of the most intriguing things was going up to the CEO's office and speaking with the managers and just having a conversation. Who would have thought, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, who would have thought? So let's do this. Tell me, which of your talents is responsible for us meeting?
Writing and speaking.
Who did you learn the skill of writing and speaking from?
Well, I might say I wish I would have paid attention back in high school. That would have helped. But the skill has grown and been refined using a good coach and a thoughtful editor.
Yeah, definitely a great strategy, folks. If you have challenges, get the coach, get the editor, they'll definitely help.
Yes,
I
they've
love
taught
that.
me where those commas go.
So tell me, why will you continue to repeat the skill of both writing and speaking?
It's just a tremendous platform to help people discover their gifts and use them to change the lives of the people they love and lead every day. It's just so powerful.
Tell me about how to win the achievement game.
Well, that's a great question. I think the winning the achievement game really comes first getting success right, putting the people you love and lead first, and then building goals that support that. Because in the end, it's all about who do we want to be remembered by and what do we want to be remembered for.
Hmm. So important. And tell me about breakthrough.
Breakthrough. That piece of writing was really driven towards getting people to focus on the things that are most important to them
Hmm.
and then living consistently in a way that allows them to support those people, love on them, help them discover their gifts, help them realize the potential that has been blessed to them.
And then
So,
and then lastly, I say, tell me about tape breakers.
oh, that one's been fun. It's based on a race metaphor, and it's a takeoff of breakthrough and a lot more depth. And it really comes down to when my father passed away, I really discovered a man who had a past that was littered with just great heartbreak and just tremendous tragedy. And then right before my eyes, I really realized what it meant to have impact. You don't always get to choose the cards you played, but you have to play those cards. And when you see people that are capable of doing that, they change lives in a really powerful way. So that was the impetus for the book. And then it takes you through identifying what success is, use some of the things we've already talked about, why a coach is important, why surrounding yourself with practice is important, the power of courage, and tells you how it basically lays out a great race plan for life to finish the finish line and say, hey, this life that I've led mattered.
Yeah, it sounds as though a lot that you're speaking of, it speaks to success, to significance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, when we look at success and we think about it so much in worldly terms, it's not about what we acquire, it's really about what we give. And I think I've found that out more and more as I get older. It's really about how we contribute to the lives of the people around us. That makes a huge difference.
It does. And you've definitely walked that path. I'm not hearing a voice of someone that just, hey, read something and is sharing it. Like, you have done the footwork, haven't you?
Worked hard at it. And learned it through a process, too, of a lot of experiences, things that didn't work out, pursuing things that acquisition of things that really don't matter, and figuring out truly, I think, as I hear in you and watch what you're doing, it's the experiences that we develop over time and how those experiences we're able to share those with others and lead them on a path where they can truly have some joy in their life and contribute to the well-being of the people around them. Huge difference.
It does. I remember going to those offices and being so welcomed with the conversations I would hold, because I think most people would have conversations on what could you do to benefit me, whereas my conversations would have just wanted to uncover, hey, does it make sense for me to go this route to become who you are, what you are doing, and why? And I'll tell you, there are many people, Jim, many people in those corporate offices that need the message that you share.
Well, it's interesting you put it in that context. If I learned one thing through my leadership experience and came to understand it further and deeper as I went along, is success is connected to strategy by people. In the absence of good people who buy the vision, who want to be part of it, you collapse. People work for three things. They'll work for a leader, they'll work for a cause, they work for money. I'm pretty sure if we stop paying them, they stop working. So that leadership and that vision is what will rally people to do great work and discover how great they can be in those positions.
Share with me one thing you've done consistently over the past 3 years, Jim.
How about practice a teachable spirit on a daily basis?
Wow. How does that make you feel?
Well, it helps me recognize how much I missed over the years and gives really a rise to a daily urgency to do the things that truly matter. That I blocked myself off from learning a lot of things just because I didn't have an eye for it. Now I try to wake up every day and have an eye for, hey, what can I learn? And what can I learn from people that I might not have looked to learn things from in the past?
Why would you suggest someone do what you've done when it comes to having a teachable spirit?
Well, I think I've found that pride gets in the way of us becoming the best version of ourselves. So pursuing a teachable spirit changes your perspective about most things.
All of that in one sentence.
Well, when pride gets in the way, it just opens things up and allows you to see yourself a whole lot more honestly than you might have otherwise.
Love that. All right. Hey, Jim, let's switch gears for a bit now. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Jim, what is your earliest childhood memory?
How about playing with pots and pans in my grandparents' home inside, collecting water that was dripping through the roof during a rainstorm?
Wow. How old were you?
I was 3.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
Well, we were living with my grandparents while my dad was overseas, and my grandparents truly had nothing of worldly value. To say they were poor would be truly an understatement. What they did have was love, and they gave their whole hearts to their 12 kids and 48 grandkids. So it was a place I felt truly loved all the time.
Just from our conversation, the interpretation I get of that thought picture is so much of who you are in terms of what you're saying you're doing by having a teachable spirit. And that word is humility. And making the best of every situation. So it's dripping from the roof, and you are playing with the water in pots, which is really amazing.
That was beautifully stated. Thank you.
You are welcome. If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
Rod Stewart, Maggie May.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Taking us back.
Arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form, yes or no. Jim, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes, 34 years and to the same woman.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank
you should say her name.
It's Christy.
Wonderful. Congratulations to Jim and Christy. Love that. Do you have children?
Yes. 27-year-old son who's a lawyer and a 24-year-old son who's a financial analyst.
Wonderful. Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yes. If I'm watching my favorite team, Washington State University football or the Anaheim Ducks hockey, I might.
All right. How about screen time? Do you do much screen time?
Very little, only if I'm researching for writing.
Okay. Hey, Jim, this was a great pleasure. Thank you for being
Indeed.
here. Before you leave, though, is there anything you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Oh, thank you for that. Every day is a gift, an opportunity to create and share great experiences. No one has your unique talent or position in the world to positively impact the people you love, the teams you lead, and the causes that stir your heart.
I love that. Love it. Jim Akers.
Great pleasure to be with you.
Hey, Jim, this was my pleasure, man. This was electric. Jim Akers, thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Amazing audience. Before you leave, there's one person I'd like to introduce you to, Amanda Jones. She is my wife, and her passion is to educate, encourage, and empower.
Hi, I'm Amanda Jones, and I'm a registered nurse. Do you or someone you know have diabetes? According to the International Diabetes Federation, in 2015 worldwide, 415 million people were living with diabetes. Just as that figure is overwhelming, so too can the effects of diabetes be. So, to help simplify diabetes for both adult and child, I've used rhymes in my books, The ABCs of Diabetes for Children and Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes. At its simplest, rhymes help us to remember. If you, a child or friend, want an easy, reader-friendly way to know about diabetes, then get a copy of these books. For more details, you can go to poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.